Now, can you just hold this for me? Just for my thumbnail. Come on. Just one thumbnail. Let's pop it. Oh. What about this one? Look. This one. This. Hold it in your paw. In your paw. There you go. Bloody useless. Honestly. Can't get the staff. What's new? Pussycat April. It's almost May. I've got to get back on track with these things. Because I have left it so late in the month, I've got a whole mountain of stuff, but I can only choose 5 things because it's almost become like a thing now, you know, like Morning Mr. Magpie. Can't remember what they're called when you have a sort of, it's not an obsession, and a superstition. I can only pick 5 things, okay? So there's some stuff that's getting pushed into May. Liberty candles, but I feel like these are so beautiful. They're not going anywhere. And also, I kind of want to burn this and give it a good little try before I talk about it. Makes sense, doesn't it? Can't smell it through the box, but I'm sure it's amazing. Should we give it a little open? Look, I've already broken my own promise. Ooh. Mmm. Oh my God, that actually smells like the inside of Liberty. What scent is this? Faraway Palm. You know how Liberty has got that smell of really old wood? I think it's the staircase and the floors and the beams. This smells like the inside of Liberty. I'll enjoy burning that. The candle, not the inside of Liberty. God, imagine if something happened to it now and I got arrested because I'd said that. It'd be horrendous, wouldn't it? For me. I have all my stuff resting on this book. It's Cat Farmer's new book, Get Changed by Cat Farmer. And do you know what? I've already read 2 chapters just having my cup of tea. And it's so interesting. It's sort of a new take on how to curate your wardrobe and decide what your style really is. Which I need because, you know, one week I'm looking at Bridgerton corset tops. And the next week I'm back in my jeans with a leather jacket. And the next week I'm in like a floral, floaty summer dress. Just don't know what I'm doing. So I'll read that and report back. Mr. Bear, what are you doing? What's new, Bear? What's new? All right, my 5 launches. First one, makeup. Rare Beauty and the Positive Light, I think it's called. Yes, it is. Positive Light Tinted Moisturiser. I have it on now. I am shade 26N. It's pretty sheer. But I have to say, it's not one of those sort of greasy tinted moisturisers. It sets quite nicely. If you had oilier skin, I think you would get on well with it. It gives a little bit of glow and it just evens stuff out. It's very, very simple, low-key, very sort of lightweight, pleasing packaging. It's got this notch cut into it that I rather like. And I've also used this bronzing stick. Look, it's one of these ones that people do those TikTok videos on where they go like this and they draw all over their face. And then, if they're sensible, they have a brush to hand so they can actually blend things in, unlike me. And then you just sort of buff it in, look. You're right there, Dexter. Sounds like he's collapsed with exhaustion behind me. You just buff it in and it creates this nice little sort of bronzy contour. What do you think of that then? I've also put it a bit here and a bit here, and I did that thing where you go under your jawline, but I'm not too keen on that, I have to say. It's all skincare from here on, but you won't mind that, will you? Look at this. This is from a brand called This Is Silk. Never heard of them before, but they do various products containing silk. That's what they're called. This Is Silk. And I kind of thought, well, jury's going to be out on this one because it's not sort of necessarily wholly a skincare brand, and I wasn't sure how serious a cleanser this would be. However, oh my God, lift off the lid of this and it's the most intense, beautiful smell. Really properly uplifting. It's a little bit like the, what's that Amorovic's mist? Like the Hungary spray or mist, I think it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but I have it. I use it all the time. It's amazing. This smells a lot like that. So it's a cream, right? But you slide it on and it's so silky. It's got the sort of comfort of a cream, but it turns to this silky, gorgeous, oh, I just love it so much. I've never been so surprised by a product that I had no expectations of. Really, really beautiful. I know some people don't like a lot of scent. This is overpoweringly scented, but it's so gorgeously overpoweringly scented that I kind of don't mind. Okay, 2 day creams for you now. Also lovely things that you can leave on your face. Tenuous link there. I feel like I have not mixed it up very well with this video. There's a lot of skincare and I now have 2 day creams to show you, 2 new launches. The first is Elizabeth Arden Advanced Ceramide Lift and Firm Day Cream. They also do this with an SPF, but I didn't actually like that one so much. I love the texture of this one because I really like for summer these deeply hydrating gel, sort of bouncy gel cream moisturisers. I just think they're really nice. If I'm going to be outside and it's like full on sun, you know, and I'm going to be spending time outside in the garden, having lunch outside or something like that, then I want to use a dedicated SPF really. So I will normally choose quite a lightweight moisturiser to go underneath it. And this one is really lightweight, but really, really hydrating. So lovely. And this is part of the ceramide range. And obviously Elizabeth Arden are known for their formulations with ceramides and their research that they do into it, and very, very sort of potent, effective skincare. So that's that one. The next one, this is the Elemis Morning Matrix. And I don't know whether you remember a few years ago, I mentioned the nighttime one of this in this range. And it's all just about skin recovery, but this one's more about actually skin protection. So the big sell on this one, it smells gorgeous, by the way. I really like it. It's sort of herbally, but it's very energizing and kind of optimistic. And I think they do their scents really well at Elemis, don't they? Anyway, this one is more about protection. And the big sell on this one is blue light. Protecting against blue light, so from your screens and your phones. I'm still sort of sitting on the fence about this because I've seen loads of people talking about blue light saying the whole thing's a load of rubbish. Then I've seen other people talk quite eloquently about it, talking about sort of other research that shows that the blue light does have an effect on our skin. So I don't know, putting a load of antioxidants on your face to help protect it against external aggressors in general can't be a bad thing. So I'm going to sort of cut it some slack in a way, because I think if I ignore the blue light thing and just, you know, that's a bonus, but it's just a really nice sort of protective way to start the day underneath your sunscreen or whatever it is that you're going to put on top, then it's gorgeous. Again, it's got that really, really lovely, lightweight gel texture. It's bouncy. It's actually wobbling underneath my finger. So it's, again, really deeply hydrating, but just has that nice, fresh, lightweight feel that I think everybody's, well, a lot of people are looking for as you go into the warmer months. Okay, last thing, saving the best till last. It's not one thing actually, it's a range, but it's a very small and perfectly formed range. Now, I have been known previously to describe this person's writing as perfectly formed because she's such a joy to read. Every sentence is just perfectly formed, no wastage, no waffle. It's sort of clipped and to the point, but so readable. And I feel like the range that this person has brought out is very much like her writing. There's nothing here that's not needed. And that's not to say that it's sort of lacking. Like everything is there, it's concise, and it's perfectly formed, like I just said. So this is the new skincare range, you've probably guessed by now, from Sally Hughes. If you don't follow Sally on Instagram, then you will have heard of her. She's been in the industry for a long time. She's a journalist for The Guardian. She's got best-selling books. And there's been a lot of excitement about this range coming out. Now, I didn't know what to expect with this, whether it was going to be a huge range with sort of dozens of products or one product. But it's 5 core products and it's everything that you need in your skincare routine without any sort of frills and add-ons. So we've got 2 cleansers. We've got a morning cleanser and a nighttime cleanser. I love that because I only do a quick cleanse in the morning. I never spend that long in the morning. It's always the lovely, relaxing balm cleanse in the evening. So we've got 2 cleansers, morning, nighttime. We've got a serum, and this contains vitamin C. Also, hyaluronic acid is in everything, so it's all really nice and hydrating. And then you've got your moisturiser, which can be used morning or night, well, morning and night. And the whole point of this is that anybody with any skin type, of any age, can just go in, pick these up, and they will work for them as their basics. So it's just completely simplifying things. And then you have your exfoliant. Now, some people might say, oh, that's a bit of an add-on though, isn't it? That's not a basic. But I do think that a nice mild exfoliant actually is a basic, because it just helps everything else work so well. If you don't get rid of the dead skin cells, and I don't like scrubs, I don't like, scrubber dubs with bits and pieces in them that feel like grit. If you don't exfoliate, then you just get that build-up of dead skin cells, which you don't want. So I would say that it is a basic. But this is so mild. It's really effective, but it's really, really mild. You're not going to go wrong with it. I would probably not use it daily. I would use it a few times a week. That's all I feel I need to do with exfoliants. But yeah, I would actually include that as a basic. So it's really, really clever. The only basic thing that I would say isn't in here, and there's a reason for that, is sunscreen. And I asked Sally about that, and it's because people are very sort of specific about their sunscreen as well. It's a really personal choice. So some people want one that's very moisturising, some want one that feels sort of, weightless on the skin and has no feel to it. So when you're trying to do a very small core range that's easy to understand, I suppose sunscreen is one of those things that could get really complicated very quickly. I am sure that these are going to fly off the shelves. Everything is under £15. It's all vegan, and I shall put the stockist below. So congratulations to Sally, and congratulations to you for making it to the end of my, what I feel like was quite a skincare marathon video, wasn't it? With just a bit of candle waffle at the beginning. I feel like I've given the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturiser quite a little go on film though. And it is pretty glowy, isn't it? I have got a bit of illuminator there as well, but it's got that nice sort of luminescence, hasn't it? Without being glittery or shiny. So anyway, this video is going to be about 8 hours long. I'm going to go and edit it, put it up, and any questions, put them below, and I'll see you next time.